Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's more than just music history. It's a testament to incredible courage and the power of peace over violence. We're talking about the day Bob Marley, the king of reggae, stared death in the face and didn't back down. Let's set the scene. The date is December 3rd, 1976. The place is Kingston, Jamaica. The country is a powder keg, teetering on the edge of a full-blown civil war. Political tensions are at an all-time high, with fierce and often violent clashes between supporters of the ruling People's National Party, or PNP, and the opposition Jamaica Labour Party, the JLP. In the middle of all this chaos, Bob Marley was trying to be a unifying force. He had organized a massive free concert called Smile Jamaica, scheduled for December 5th. The goal was simple: to use the power of music to bridge the political divide and bring a moment of peace to his troubled nation. Marley insisted the concert was non-political, but in such a charged atmosphere, everything was political. Many saw his event as implicitly supporting the ruling PNP, even though that wasn't his intention. On that fateful evening of December 3rd, just 2 days before the concert, Marley and his band, the Wailers, were rehearsing at his home and studio at 56 Hope Road. It was a place usually filled with music, friends, and creativity, a sanctuary. But that night, the sanctuary was violated in the most brutal way imaginable. Around 8:30 p.m., 7 armed men stormed the compound, their guns blazing. They didn't come to talk. They came to kill. The gunmen sprayed the inside of the house with bullets, creating absolute terror and chaos. In the ensuing mayhem, Bob Marley was hit. A bullet grazed his chest, and another lodged in his arm. His wife, Rita Marley, was also shot. In a moment that seems almost miraculous, the bullet aimed at her head was slowed and deflected by her thick dreadlocks, saving her life. His manager, Don Taylor, was caught in the crossfire and critically wounded, taking 5 bullets as he inadvertently shielded Marley. The attackers fled into the night, leaving a scene of bloodshed and shock. The news of the attack spread like wildfire. Jamaica and the world held its breath. The message from the perpetrators seemed clear: silence, the voice of peace. Everyone assumed the Smile Jamaica concert would be cancelled. How could it not be? Marley was injured, his family and friends were traumatized, and the threat of another attack was terrifyingly real. Staying in Jamaica, let alone performing in front of 80,000 people, seemed like an impossible risk. Advisors, friends, and officials all urged him to cancel the show and seek safety. The logic was undeniable, but Bob Marley wasn't a man who operated on ordinary logic. He operated on conviction. What happened next is the stuff of legend. 2 days later, on December 5th, the night of the concert, the stage was set, the lights were on, and a crowd of 80,000 people had gathered, uncertain if their hero would even show up. Then, against all odds, Bob Marley walked onto that stage. He was bandaged, visibly in pain, but he was there. The crowd erupted. For 90 minutes, he and the Wailers delivered one of the most powerful performances of their lives. It was an act of pure, unshakable defiance. He didn't just sing his songs. Elibed Tem, right there in front of the world. Near the end of the set, in a moment of raw emotion, Marley unbuttoned his shirt to show the crowd his fresh wounds. He was showing them, and his would-be assassins, that violence could not break his spirit. He was proving that the message of love and unity was stronger than any bullet. After the concert, when reporters asked him why he still performed, Marley gave an answer that has echoed through the decades. He said, "The people who are trying to make this world worse aren't taking a day off. How can I?" Just think about that. It's one of the most profound and courageous statements ever made by an artist. He understood that his mission was too important to be derailed by fear. That night, Bob Marley transcended his role as a musician. He became a living symbol of peace, resilience, and the relentless fight for a better world. The assassination attempt was meant to silence him, but ironically, it made his voice louder and his message more urgent than ever before. He transformed a moment of terror into a beacon of hope that still shines brightly today. That is the incredible story of how Bob Marley survived an assassination attempt and turned it into his defining moment of courage. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.